compare it with 1984.
Oh, very
Because
good.
there's
Very good,
a violent side to it, and there's a very much a romantic love side.
Yeah.
Shall we get into the violent side first?
Yeah, either. Choose.
In Uprising, you say red tape to keep the truth confined.
Yeah. Nice.
What's the source of that?
Well, I mean, I'm glad you mentioned 1984 because that was a strong influence on the album. I mean, being in England in the last year has been quite interesting. There's been a sort of quite a division between the state and the people. You know, there seems to be this growing friction, difference of opinion, caused by the economic crisis, caused by the MP scandal. All the MPs stealing money from everyone, which is really quite shocking. The police have been like confining people. They call it kettling,
Yeah.
where you get stuck for 8 hours and you cannot escape. And it's just getting a little bit like a miniature version of 1984. So I decided to read that book again. I read it when I was very young in school or something, but I didn't really take much notice. But I read it again before making the album, and I think that I was struck by the similarities to what's happening in England, and also the love story in the book was something that I related to very much. I found the love story very, very touching. So that was kind of one of the themes of the album. We've always had love in our lives, but maybe we haven't really been comfortable singing about it. But I think
it's very well expressed this time around.
Yeah, well, I think it comes from an honest place. I think I was not really comfortable with talking about these kind of things. Maybe.
Why not? Because
I think when you're younger, you're more maybe more shy, more reserved. But I think as you grow older, maybe these things become more important.
Yes, you become more balanced about it.
Yeah, exactly.
Same with you?
Yeah, I agree. I think in the past it's been much more ambiguous in the points of the songs. I think, and I think it is age, it's experience, it's age, it's having traveling around the world. You learn so much. I think particularly in this job and the kind of things that we do, you absorb a lot quite quickly, and I think you become a bit more comfortable as people, as persons, the way you interact with other people and ourselves. And I think we've certainly become much more relaxed, I think, in what we're doing now and the music we make. Even looking back on the past, I think we were much more kind of tense.
When you create melody parts for the orchestra, for instance, that's new.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, this album is the one that we had the most. We had no outside influence from any producer or any management or record company or anyone. We were just left to our own devices, to do whatever we wanted really. And every song was produced to be what is correct for the song and the composition really. So if songs like Undisclosed, very minimal, electronic, very robotic sounding, I think that was the right thing for the song. And the symphonic stuff has got lots of orchestration. And that was the first time that I was really trying to do. Well, I did all the sort of arrangements and stuff. And you have to learn about what is right for a violin player, what they think, how they want to be, what is comfortable for them, and also you want to do something which is entertaining for them. So it's quite interesting writing music for lots of different instruments. We had to go to Milan to do the strings, the orchestra, because it couldn't fit in our studio was too small. We could not fit 26 musicians inside. I got Audrey Riley to do the conducting, but she was very good at translating what I'm looking for. I think it's more important for us to be in the control room, listening to the sound and making it mix with the music. I think if you are conducting, sometimes you are concentrating too much on that and not enough on what the band is doing. And,
complete package.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
There are three, what you might say, violent songs on the album. They are Uprising, I think, Resistance, and United States of Eurasia, which is totally over the top. And I like that.
Yeah.
And it has this extra with the war zones sounds combined to it.
Yeah.
Tell me about it. Because this must be a joke in the States if you play this live.
Yeah, I'm not sure what's going to happen when we. I'm not sure what's going to happen.
Would you dare to?
Yeah, I'm sure we will. So I've never thought about that. Yeah,
of course, yeah, but I don't know whether we have to just abbreviate it just to United States.
Yeah. So the song is kind of like it's quite ironic. The song the song starts off trying to express like this sort of slightly cheesy.